Hello everybody, this is Bloody Sword here yet again with another StarCraft video. I wanted to do like this daily replay analysis type deal of just losses and only losses, because I feel like you learn the most from the games that you lose. That's just a personal thing anyway. Going into this game, and I just kind of wanted to force myself to play StarCraft more. Love this game so much. Anyway, going to be a TvP on Whirlwind. Now, it's a 4-player map. Player doesn't know where you spawn because it is one of the very few 4-player maps that still have like close spawns per se. So you can spawn like top left, top right, things like that. So you can get away with something a little more greedy. I didn't want to be like super greedy and go for like CC first, but I figured I could get away without getting gas super early, so I'm just going to be doing a 1 Rax FE, no gas. So expansion is going to be a little bit earlier, but my tech is going to be a little bit more delayed. I'm not going to have like Widow Mines or anything like that. So just going to be throwing down the barracks at the ramp. I just personally like having a wall off just in case I have to fall back for like 4 gates and things like that. Very early pressure, and it just it helps out a lot. I've seen like a lot of pro players in like Pro League and things like that. They throw their barracks actually like a little farther to the back, like right here ish. And I threw my barracks right here because they put a bunker instead of the barracks right here, which is pretty cool to see. But anyway, I do see his probe, and he is going to be getting into my base. He sees literally everything. He sees that I don't have gas. He sees that I have a lot of SCV, so it's not going to be some funky 2 racks all in. But after the barracks completes, I'm going to be scouting with the SCV, going to the top left first and see what I can see. I did see the probe just go down to my natural expansion, so what I'm going to be doing is getting my marine and just scouting out around here. Going to be building this command center on the low ground. Again, more greedy of a build. Throw down that mule as soon as I can and start building that supply depot. Should have started a marine, I believe, right here, and that's just a little mistake. Everything again can be a little bit more crisp on my end, and those are the things that I really want to look at. So scouting into his base, I see 1 pylon, 2 pylons, and I see the mothership core on the way. Looking for that 3rd pylon, don't see it quite yet, but I'm not really too sure of the timing of the Protoss 3rd pylon. From this video, it looks like it started at around like 4-ish, at the 4-minute mark-ish, but I did see the mothership core, and I do see the early expand as well, so I'm a very happy camper, except for that I don't have a bunker. I should have a bunker right now. I should have started this bunker at least, because just thinking about what I need to be doing in numbers, or what he has in numbers, he has a mothership core that could just float into this without me being able to do anything. It takes 3 marines in order to kill a mothership core, and it takes at least 2 marines in order to kill a zealot, and that's include like with a lot of micro as well. And I do not have the multitasking in order to do all that. So I'm going to have my gas up, but I don't have a bunker anywhere in sight. I did see all of that, but I'm just going to be constantly using these marines to just protect the front, again with no bunker. So that's one mistake, and here comes the mothership core. Going to be harassing one of my SCVs. I thought it might go down before it killed the barracks, so I sent an SCV here, and that's another mistake. So I have to send all of my marines back to my main base. They get the mothership core away, but here comes a zealot at the front of my base, and he's just able to do pretty much anything he wants. Going to be able to kill off this SCV. I'm not going to try and like get it away, and I feel like I cancel this bunker, and this marine just goes down. There goes the stalker, so I know I can't do anything. Here comes all of the marines to deal with this pressure, but here comes the mothership core back, and I can't really do too much against it. Because of this stalker here, I should throw my marines back up to the top of the ramp, and he's able to pick off one of my marines because, again, I'm not really focusing on it. And even if I was, stalkers can out micro marines, no matter how you want to put it. During all of this pressure, I'm letting my orbital commands stack a lot of energy, and when your orbital commands have this much energy this early into the game, that's just delaying your tech, delaying your production, and it's just overall a terrible thing to have. I don't have a supply depot until I'm 37 out of 38, so again, that's just delaying more Marines out on the field to help a lot more production. And I need to learn how to deal with this early pressure again. Again, the bunker at the front would have been really helpful. And I have 5 in gas here. Again, just me playing very poorly with my adjustments to the early pressure. So I eventually start my stem, and I'm getting everything pretty normal. Factory and the engineering bay at the same time. Still have 5 in gas because I'm terrible. And constantly producing SCVs. I have to build 2 supply depots at a time because I was supply blocked earlier. And going to be killing off these sets of rocks. And I figured, again, he could be doing some sort of Dark Templar play. So I should be throwing down a missile turret here. I believe that I saw, yeah, there's an observer here, and you can see it with the little ripples. So I know where he's going to be moving my Marines back. He did see the missile turret and move away accordingly. Moving my Marines, I do see his little observer. A little trick you can do is just like scroll in and scroll out to catch the observer. I have a couple too many SCVs here. And I believe it's still rallied here. You want like 16 SCVs per base on the minerals, and of course 3 in the gas. So here comes the mothership core again. This thing's really annoying, so I just sent all my Marines, and that's mistake number 1. Okay. Again, I said earlier in the video, it only takes 3 Marines in order to kill a mothership core. What do? I bring back every single one of my Marines. What does that do? It leaves my front extremely open to an attack. Like this. So he baited out very nicely. This was just poorly played by me. He got free bunker kill, free 4 Marines, and now I'm forced to lift off. There's nothing I can do here, and I just don't have enough units. If I look at this army, I see I have Stim, and I have a Marauder and a couple of medevacs on the way, but in the army tab, I felt like I was just so far behind. Yeah, I'm 10 supply behind in army value, and that's early army value, so it's just worth so much more. He throws down a force field. It looks like he kind of botched it, but even if I did like throw all my units down the ramp, he could just easily use another force field and just cut off all my units in half. So I believe he used a recall here, so one thing that I do know is that he can't have too much energy for photon overcharge. I use a lot of SCVs to reply the supply depot or these walls just in case. I should land this orbital command and try and at least use some mules so I can get some additional money. I scanned the bottom of the ramp here just to see if he's still camping outside, and I do know that he is. Again, there's not much I can do because of the force fields. And again, since I know there's not too much photon overcharge, I just get a couple of medevacs and throw it over there. But little for me did I know he had an observer like right here. Again, you can see the little ripple up here. And he just knows this is coming, so he's going to be prepared. This orbital command's doing nothing, so I try and place it at my 3rd base, just hoping that he won't see it for a little bit, but my drop literally does nothing. In fact, I lose pretty much a full medevac for nothing. He goes up my ramp, and this is when I sort of get cost efficient. I knew he was going to be doing this, so I threw a lot of SCVs, but I'm losing a lot of SCVs here too. So there's not much I can do from this point. So things to keep in mind for the next game: I need to only send appropriate amounts of Marines to deal with pressure. This is why knowing how many Marines and units it takes to kill certain things is very important, especially for the early game. Knowing that it only takes 3 Marines to kill the mothership core is very good, so you can properly deal with it. And just that like mothership core to harass my SCVs again, and me using all my Marines to go up and kill it was just terrible. So I get another engineering bay, another armory. He sees my 3rd base, so this is going to have to lift and run away. He already force fielded it, so I can't just like run up here. And again, the army value, he has a Colossus up. He's up 20 supply and army value. He has +1/+1. I only have 1-0. And this, another medevac full of units is just gone. So I'm down a base at least, and I know there's not much I can do. He's still camping at the third base, so I still can't take that. I can try and establish my natural expansion, but there's almost no units to defend it. I can't even really get Viking production. I mean, I could, but it wouldn't help me at this point. They would just do so low DPS. I scan, I see his third base is already established, and I know how far behind I am. So, that's just one thing to know. So, things that you can pick up from this: just practicing against early types of pressure and being like able to deal with this early type of pressure, know what like the opponent can pull out, is just a great way to defend against it. So early bunker, because I saw the mothership core, I saw the zealot, and I knew that I didn't have that many marines or widow mines or anything because I delayed the tech. It's pretty much imperative. So I need to get that bunker. I was being way too greedy. I also needed to only appropriately send like 3 or 4 marines to kill off this mothership core. If I had all my marines over here and still had all of these, or a couple of SCVs just to repair it, would have been so much more effective at that early pressure. And I think that's going to be it for this. So I hope you guys learned something and enjoyed this, and I will see you guys hopefully tomorrow.